Christina. Today, I'm excited to present my research paper titled Athletes' Transition and Well-Being, Prevalence and Determinants of Depressive Symptoms Among Retired Athletes. Did you know that nearly 46.4% of retired athletes report experiencing mental health issues? These statistics highlight a critical issue in the world of sports. Understanding the determinants of depressive symptoms among retired athletes can help us develop targeted support systems that improve their mental health and ease their transition into post-sports life. The transition from active sports to retirement is a pivotal moment in athletes' life, often accompanied by significant psychological and emotional challenges. Unlike typical retirement, athletes often retire at a young age due to various reasons, including physical injuries, declining performance, or external pressures. This early retirement requires a unique approach. Previous research has highlighted the complex nature of athletes' retirement. They explained volunteer retirement decisions driven by goal achievement and personal choice, and involuntary caused by injuries, declined performance, or deselection from teams. Studies show that involuntary retirement can lead to a more difficult adjustment period characterized by identity loss and psychological distress. In contrast, voluntarily retiring athletes experience a smoother transition and a better mental health outcomes. Despite significant advancement, a critical gap remains in our understanding of post-retirement depression in professional athletes' lives. Initially, sports retirement research received little attention as it was believed to mirror general workforce retirement. But unlike the typical retirement age of 65, athletes retire in their 20s, requiring different coping strategies. One of the effective coping strategies is post-retirement employment in the sports field, which can be explained by those two theories. The primary aim of this study was to explore the determinants of depressive symptoms among retired athletes, with a particular focus on the voluntariness of retirement and post-retirement employment. We hypothesized that athletes who retire involuntarily, those with a history of injury, female athletes, those involved in individual sports, and those employed outside of the sports field will report higher symptoms of depression. The following independent variables were included and analyzed to determine the depressive symptoms among retired athletes: age, gender, type of sport, voluntariness of retirement reason, voluntariness of retirement decision, life satisfaction, injury, post-retirement employment, and dependent variable depressive symptoms. Data were examined using multiple regression analysis to assess the effect of independent variable. The study included an online survey with 106 retired high-performance athletes. Inclusion criteria were to include athletes who have retired for longer than 2 years to ensure they had experienced life after retirement, but less than 8 years to minimize recall bias. The sample had a mean of 32 years, with athletes retiring at an average age of 26. Based on the post-retirement employment type, 62% is employed in the sports field, 27% is employed in the non-sports field, and 11% is currently unemployed. The findings revealed that 43% of athletes retired voluntarily, 25% partially voluntarily, and 32% involuntarily. The regression analysis results indicate that the volunteerness of retirement plays a crucial role in psychological well-being of retired athletes. Notably, athletes who retired voluntarily reported significantly lower levels of depression symptoms compared to those who retired involuntarily. Furthermore, employment within the sports field was associated with fewer depression symptoms compared to those being unemployed or employed outside the sports field. Post-retirement employment in the sports field provides a sense of continuity and purpose, helping athletes maintain their identity and social connections. These findings align with the self-determination theory, which emphasizes the importance of competence, autonomy, and relatedness in fostering well-being. However, gender, type of sport, and age at retirement did not significantly predict depressive symptoms, suggesting the need for future research with larger sample to explore these factors comprehensively. In conclusion, this study highlights the importance of supporting athletes through their retirement transition. Ensuring that athletes have control over their retirement decision and opportunities for continued engagement in sports can significantly enhance their mental well-being. Sports organizations, mental health professionals, and policymakers must collaborate to develop comprehensive support system for athletes transiting out of their professional careers. Thank you for your attention.